Abraham, the patriarchal journey of faith and promise. Abraham, revered as the father of many nations, stands as a towering figure across major world religions. His journey, rooted in profound faith and obedience, begins in the ancient city of Ur of the Chaldeans. Here, amidst a cradle of civilization, the early life of Abram unfolds, setting the stage for a story that transcends time and geography. Responding to a divine call, Abram embarks on a monumental decision to leave his homeland. This act of faith, leaving behind the familiar for the unknown, marks a pivotal moment in his life. It's a testament to his unwavering trust in God's promise, steering him towards a destiny that would shape the course of history. The journey to Canaan is Abram's leap of faith into the unknown, a physical and spiritual odyssey towards a land promised by God. This journey is fraught with challenges yet underscored by Abram's steadfast faith, illustrating his profound belief in the promises made to him, despite the uncertainties that lie ahead. Upon reaching Egypt, Abram and Sarai face trials that test their faith and trust in each other and in God. Their sojourn in Egypt, marked by moments of fear and decision-making, reveals the complexities of human nature and the intricacies of faith, setting a precedent for the trials they would continue to face. The covenant between God and Abram is a pivotal moment, promising him countless descendants and establishing a bond that would last through the ages. This divine promise not only alters Abram's destiny but also sets the foundation for the birth of nations and the unfolding of a narrative central to the Abrahamic faiths. The covenant between God and Abram marked a pivotal moment in biblical history. God promised Abram countless descendants, transforming him into the father of many nations. This divine pact, sealed with the changing of Abram's name to Abraham, signified an unbreakable bond and a future teeming with promise and hope. Abram's journey of faith took a tangible turn when he and Sarai ventured into Egypt. Amidst famine and fear, Abram's trust in God was tested as he navigated the complexities of protecting Sarai. This episode underscored the challenges of faith, revealing the vulnerabilities and strengths in Abram's trust in divine providence. The significance of Abram's name change to Abraham cannot be overstated. It symbolized a new identity and destiny, underscoring his role as a patriarch to nations. This transformation was not just in name but in spirit, highlighting a deepened relationship with God and a commitment to a future ordained by divine will. The birth of Ishmael to Abram and Hagar was a watershed moment, revealing human impatience amidst divine promises. It showcased Abram's struggle to fully grasp the scope of God's timing, illustrating the complexities of faith when confronted with the silence and seeming delays of divine fulfillment. The destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah presented yet another dimension of Abraham's faith. His bold intercession for the righteous living in those cities highlighted his growing understanding of justice and mercy within the divine character. It was a testament to his burgeoning role as a mediator between God and man, showcasing a deepening relationship with the Almighty. The birth of Isaac marked a pivotal moment in Abraham and Sarah's lives, fulfilling God's long-standing promise. This event underscored the power of faith and patience, as they had waited decades for their son. Isaac's arrival brought immense joy and solidified Abraham's legacy, demonstrating that nothing is impossible for God. Abraham faced the ultimate test of faith when God commanded him to sacrifice his son Isaac. This daunting command challenged Abraham's obedience and trust in God's will. Remarkably, Abraham proceeded with unwavering faith until God intervened, providing a ram as a substitute sacrifice. This act of obedience further solidified Abraham's covenant with God. The treaty at Beersheba was a significant moment of diplomacy and faith for Abraham. It showcased his skill in forging alliances, securing water rights, and establishing peaceful coexistence in the land. This treaty not only demonstrated Abraham's wisdom and tact, but also his deep trust in God to protect and prosper his descendants. Sarah's death marked the end of an era, but Abraham's procurement of the cave of Machpelah for her burial spot demonstrated his enduring love and respect for his wife. This act ensured a family burial site, reinforcing the importance of legacy and family unity. It also signified Abraham's deep connection to the promised land. Finding a wife for Isaac was crucial for continuing Abraham's lineage, as per God's covenant. Entrusting his servant with this mission, Abraham emphasized the importance of finding a suitable match from his own people. The successful union of Isaac and Rebekah was a testament to Abraham's faith in God's guidance and the continuation of his legacy through Isaac. Abraham, nearing the end of his life, was intent on securing a future for his son, Isaac, which meant finding the right wife. He entrusted this critical task to his oldest servant, sending him back to his homeland with specific instructions to find a suitable match from his own kin. The servant's journey was underpinned by prayer and divine guidance, leading him to Rebekah, who showed unparalleled kindness and hospitality, marking her as the chosen one. Upon returning to Canaan, Rebekah and Isaac's union was a beacon of hope and continuation for Abraham's lineage. Their marriage signified not just the fulfillment of a father's wish, but also the perpetuation of the covenant God had made with Abraham, promising him countless descendants. In the twilight years of his life, Abraham remarried Keturah, further expanding his family tree. This part of Abraham's life underscores his enduring faith and the fulfillment of God's promise to make him a father of many nations. Through Keturah, Abraham's legacy continued to grow, blessing him with more children. The death of Abraham marked the end of an era, but also the beginning of a significant religious legacy. He was buried beside Sarah in the cave of Machpelah, as per his wishes, solidifying their lifelong partnership in death as it had been in life. This burial site became a sacred space, symbolizing the roots of a burgeoning nation. Abraham's descendants went on to form the Israelite nation, a fulfillment of God's covenant. This lineage was crucial not just for the birth of Judaism, but also for Christianity and Islam, making Abraham a pivotal figure in the world's three major monotheistic religions. His faith and covenant with God laid the foundation for a shared spiritual heritage that continues to influence billions. Abraham's faith stands as a towering example for believers across generations. His unwavering trust in God, even when faced with seemingly impossible demands, highlights the depth of his devotion. This steadfast faith has inspired countless individuals to persevere through their own trials, making Abraham a timeless model of spiritual resilience. The events of Abraham's life are rich with symbolism that transcends religious boundaries. Each story, from his call to leave his homeland to the binding of Isaac, carries profound meanings about faith, sacrifice, and divine promise. These narratives have been interpreted in various ways across religious texts, offering a wellspring of spiritual insight and reflection. Abraham is revered as a prophet in the Quran, where he is known as Ibrahim. His narrative in Islamic tradition emphasizes his role as a model of monotheism, his rejection of idolatry, and his unwavering faith in one God. This portrayal strengthens the bridge of understanding between Islam and other Abrahamic faiths. Across cultures and religions, Abraham is known by different names, each reflecting the unique perspective of the faith. From Abram to Ibrahim, these names not only signify the diversity of his legacy, but also the universal respect and honor accorded to him as a patriarch of monotheistic faiths. The search for archaeological evidence of Abraham's life ignites the curiosity of scholars and believers alike. Although concrete proof remains elusive, the pursuit enhances our understanding of the historical and cultural context of his time. This quest not only enriches our knowledge of the past, but also deepens our appreciation of the stories that have shaped the foundations of faith. The historical and geographical context of Abraham's journey plays a crucial role in understanding his legacy. Originating from Ur of the Chaldeans, a sophisticated urban center of its time, Abraham's call led him across diverse landscapes, including Haran, Canaan, Egypt, and back to Canaan. Each location, rich in ancient history, shaped the narrative of a man destined to become the father of many nations, revealing the interconnectedness of faith, culture, and geography. Abraham's role in interfaith dialogue is profound. As a patriarchal figure in Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, his story provides common ground for discussions among these faiths. His journey of faith, marked by trials, covenants, and promises, offers a unique lens through which followers of these religions can explore shared beliefs, differences, and the essence of monotheistic faith. This shared heritage fosters a space for understanding and respect among diverse religious communities. In modern religious thought and practice, Abraham's influence is undeniable. His unwavering faith and obedience serve as a model for believers, inspiring faith-based initiatives, theological reflections, and spiritual pursuits. The essence of his journey, emphasizing trust in the divine amidst uncertainty, resonates with contemporary challenges, guiding individuals and communities towards a deeper spiritual engagement. Abraham's portrayal in art and literature through the centuries reflects his enduring legacy. From Renaissance paintings that capture the dramatic moments of his story to modern novels exploring his life's psychological depth, Abraham continues to inspire artists and writers. These creative expressions not only celebrate his historical and religious significance, but also invite ongoing contemplation of his faith and choices. In popular culture, Abraham's narrative has been adapted into films, books, and plays, attesting to its timeless appeal. These adaptations often highlight his extraordinary faith journey, making ancient biblical stories accessible to contemporary audiences. Through these mediums, Abraham's legacy transcends religious boundaries, engaging people across the world in exploring themes of faith, sacrifice, and divine promise. Abraham's ethical dilemmas, particularly his willingness to sacrifice his son at God's command, continue to provoke thought and discussion today. This story challenges us to consider the limits of faith and obedience, urging a deep reflection on how far one should go in following divine or moral directives. The narratives surrounding Abraham, especially when comparing the Bible and the Quran, offer fascinating insights into the shared and distinct elements of these texts. Such comparisons not only enrich our understanding of Abraham's significance, but also foster a greater appreciation for the nuances of each religious tradition. Abraham's extensive family tree is more than a record of genealogy, it's a testament to the impact of his faith across generations. This lineage, branching out to form nations, underscores the profound influence of Abraham's covenant with God, marking him as a pivotal figure in religious history. Lessons from Abraham's life, notably his unwavering faith, obedience, and perseverance, continue to inspire believers across millennia. His journey teaches the importance of trust and divine guidance, even when the path seems uncertain, highlighting the virtues of patience and steadfastness in the face of trials. The impact of Abraham's story extends to pilgrimage practices, especially in Islam with the Hajj, which reenacts Hagar's desperate search for water for her son, Ishmael. This ritual underscores the enduring legacy of Abraham's faith, making his story a living part of the spiritual journey of millions. The Feast of the Sacrifice, known as Eid al-Adha in Islam, commemorates Abraham's willingness to sacrifice his son in obedience to God's command. This event underscores the depth of Abraham's faith and the extent of his commitment to God. It is a time for reflection on the importance of submission to divine will, celebrated by millions around the globe through prayers and the sharing of meals with family and friends. Abraham's journey is often seen as a metaphor for spiritual growth, symbolizing the path of the faithful through trials and tribulations towards a closer relationship with the divine. His story teaches the value of faith, patience, and perseverance. Through his narrative, believers are reminded that spiritual enlightenment often requires navigating challenges with trust and obedience. The role of prophecy in Abraham's story highlights the connection between divine communication and human history. As a prophet, Abraham's life was guided by revelations from God, setting a precedent for the prophetic tradition in Abrahamic religions. His story illustrates how prophecy serves as a bridge between the divine and the earthly, offering guidance and assurance to the faithful. Abraham's influence on contemporary religious leadership is profound. His example of unwavering faith, ethical leadership, and commitment to God's will serves as an ideal model for religious leaders today. By emulating Abraham, leaders can inspire their communities to live out their faith with integrity and devotion, fostering a deeper sense of spiritual purpose and community cohesion. The enduring legacy of Abraham is evident in his relevance in today's world. His life story continues to inspire and guide people across different cultures and religions, promoting values of faith, obedience, and perseverance. Abraham remains a towering figure in religious thought, demonstrating how faith can transcend boundaries and unite individuals in their spiritual journeys.